Well, hello. Good morning. It's 8:24 here. Uh Happiness Street. It's June the isn't it? Yeah, June the 3rd, 2020. And I just want to talk to you real quick about a turning point for Israel. And it has to do with a lack of faith. And Israel is not doing very well in the sight of God. What they're doing since they left is complain and whine and bicker and murmur. And the mixed multitude gets them going a little bit as a catalyst, much like Antifa does with the rioters out in Calgary and Montreal and in many of the major cities of the United States. You have people who want to have a legitimate, peaceful protest, and in comes Antifa, which is a quasi Marxist terrorist organization, and they come in and they rev them up. And the mixed multitude is a catalyst, a little bit, to the nation of Israel, and they start disobeying God, murmuring and whining and complaining, and God destroys them with fire, and he judges them and whatever else. Now, here in Numbers chapter 13, Numbers chapter 12 and 13, there it says, well, in 13, they go in, and people, the 10 spies go in, and well, the spies go in, and Caleb and Joshua are among them. And Caleb wanted to go in and take the land. He says, "We can take it, no problem. Get the grapes of Eshcol, and I want that mountain. I want that mountain," as the song says. And Joshua as well, and they're ready to go and take the land. But the other spies are scared, and they start to say, "We be not able to go up against this people, for they are stronger than we," in verse 31. And at the end of it, they brought an evil report, and it says, it's talking about the giants, and there we saw giants, the sons of Anak, which come of the giants. I'm going to have to read this again. And there we saw the giants, the sons of Anak, which came up of the giants, and we were in our town, our own sight, as grasshoppers, and so we were in their sight. Well, that's the end of that. And so the people all cry with lack of faith, and they lifted up their voice and cried, and the people wept that night. And all the children of Israel murmured against Moses again. And the whole congregation is would that we had died in Egypt. What a whining, you know what a murmur is? A murmur is and it's kind of just this dull, low grade kind of a you ever go into a crowded place where an eatery or whatever, a hall, when there's a big meeting or something, and it's before the meeting comes to order, and you hear this. It was a murmuring that was going on, and it was against the Lord, and it was against what the Lord wanted. And so God says, "Okay, that's it. Have it your way. I'm going to rub out the whole country, the whole nation. I'm going to kill them all." And Moses beseeched the Lord on Israel's behalf. And the Lord says, "Okay, well, they're going to wander in the wilderness then. Uh, Except for Caleb and Joshua, of course, they get to go into the land. But he says, your kids, your little ones are going to be the ones that go in. 40 years, they're going to wander in the wilderness. They don't get the promised land." Well, there's a devotional point with that for a Christian, is that the Lord wants the Christian to live the abundant life. I've come that you might have life and have it more abundantly. That's fellowship with the Lord and the blessings of God and all of that means. And yet a Christian will get saved. A saved man, he'll get saved, and then he'll say, "This far shalt thou come and no further." Take my life and let me be, as the song doesn't say. And so that's the devotional aspect. And a lot of Christians will live their whole life uh, in the promise, in the wilderness. Okay, Well, that's it for the book of Numbers. And I'm going to continue on here in a few minutes in the book of Revelation. Okay. Talk to you later.